So what is going to be the best Asus laptop for you? In this video, we'll break down the top 5 Asus laptops on the market this year based on price versus performance and situations they'll be used in. So whether you're looking for the best Asus laptop for gaming, video editing, work, casual use, or anything in between, stay tuned. We'll have the perfect option for you. All the links to find the best prices on all the products mentioned in this video will be in the description below. The products are in no exact order, so be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. First up, the Asus ZenBook 13, our pick for best overall Asus laptop. The Asus ZenBook 13 is a seriously lightweight and powerful ultra-portable laptop that offers great performance, remarkable battery life, and a beautiful OLED screen at a price point that won't break the bank. The design features an aluminum alloy chassis with no excessive flourishes except for a chrome Asus logo embedded off-center, along with a set of concentric circles cascading out over the lid. Flip that lid open and you'll be impressed with the 13.3-inch Full HD OLED display. It's bright and colorful, and its 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio offers inkier blacks and richer colors that cover 100% of the DCI P3 color gamut for excellent color accuracy. The backlit keyboard is comfortable and offers 1.4 millimeters of key travel and plenty of space, so your hands won't feel cramped while using it. Below it is a large touchpad with a smooth glass surface that will let you use gestures like pinch zoom, 2-finger scrolling, and 3-finger taps. It also transforms into a calculator with virtual illuminated buttons that activate when you press the upper right corner of the touchpad. For computing power, the ZenBook 13 features an Intel i7 processor with Intel Iris Plus graphics, 16 GB of RAM, and for internal storage, a 512 GB SSD. To connect external devices, you get 2 USB-C ports, a USB-A port, a full-size HDMI 2.1 port, and a microSD card reader. But there's no headphone jack, unfortunately. Battery life is better than usual, providing up to 13 hours on a full charge, and its fast charge feature will get you to 60% in just 49 minutes. If you've been shopping around for an Asus laptop that's incredibly light, has plenty of power to plow through all of your productivity and multitasking work, along with excellent battery life, the Asus ZenBook 13 is a fantastic choice for you. The only minor disadvantage is the lack of a standard headphone jack, but that can easily be overcome. Next up, the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14, our pick for best Asus laptop for gaming. The Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 is an impressive 14-inch gaming laptop that delivers great performance and unbeatable portability. Design-wise, the Zephyrus G14 is extremely slim and light, packing more gaming power into its 14-inch chassis than any comparable Ultrabook from the past few years. The 14-inch FHD IPS panel offers a 144 Hz refresh rate and is quite bright. Color reproduction is excellent, covering 100% of the sRGB color gamut, and you'll get smooth, jutter-free action while gaming with support for AMD FreeSync. The backlit keyboard features good key spacing and some reasonably deep key travel that creates a responsive typing feel. Like the Asus ZenBook 13, the touchpad has a glassy smooth surface, with clean, distinct clicks and good right-left click distinction, and support for multi-touch gestures and 2-fingered maneuvers. Above the keyboard are dedicated buttons for volume control and mic muting, and a Republic of Gamers control panel that lets you optimize system performance and lets you manage the CPU, GPU, fan performance, and more. The G14 runs on an AMD Ryzen 9 processor, and graphics are handled by a discrete NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 graphics card with 6 GB of onboard RAM, making this system totally VR ready. 16 GB of RAM is installed, and for storage, a 1 TB SSD is in place, but other configuration options are available that offer up to 40 GB of RAM and SSDs with up to 2 TB of capacity. Ports include 2 USB-C ports, 2 USB-A ports, an HDMI 2.0B port, and a 3.5mm combo audio jack. For battery life, you can expect up to 5 hours, but that's pretty typical of a gaming laptop. If you're searching for an Asus gaming laptop that offers great performance and portability and is VR ready, the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 is a solid choice. You'll get excellent performance with the base configuration, but you can modify the amount of RAM and the capacity of the SSD to get exactly what you want. Next up, the Asus ZenBook Pro Duo, our pick for best Asus laptop for creatives. If you're a creative professional who is looking for a powerful laptop with the versatility of a 2-in-1 without the actual hassle of using one, the Asus ZenBook Pro Duo's dual displays were made for you. Aesthetically, the ZenBook Pro Duo has the same off-center logo placement and concentric circle design as we saw on the Asus ZenBook 13. But that's where the similarities end. This laptop features dual screens. The 15.6-inch OLED primary screen runs in 4K, while the secondary display is a 14-inch 4K panel that's built into the top half of the lower deck and tilts up by 9.5 degrees, creating an angle of 144 degrees between the main and secondary screens for more comfortable viewing. The screens can be used in any way you like, but suggested uses include using the primary display for your editing timeline and keeping notes or your edit decision list on the secondary display. Or use the primary display for your main work area with distractions like Slack, Twitter, and Spotify running on the secondary display. You're only limited by your own imagination. The good news is that the dual displays are more than just a gimmick, as Asus has engaged a number of third-party app creators to support it. Powerful internal hardware includes an Intel i7 processor with a discrete NVIDIA GeForce MX450 graphics card. 16 GB of RAM ensures system stability, and fast storage is in place with a 1TB SSD. A good selection of ports includes a USB Type-A port, 4 Thunderbolt 4 ports, an HDMI 2.1 port, and a 3.5mm combo audio jack. If you're a creative professional who could benefit from a powerful laptop with dual screens that could be configured to your workflow, the Asus ZenBook Pro Duo is an excellent choice. This laptop is the perfect tool for photo and video editors, production artists, content creators, and more. If you're interested in updated pricing on any of the items mentioned in this video, be sure to check out the links below. Prices update on these products almost daily with sales and general price drops, so if you want to find the most updated information, check the description. If you find this video helpful, please help out the channel by giving this video a like and tell us which product caught your eye in the comments below. Next up, the Asus VivoBook Flip 14, our pick for best Asus 2-in-1. The Asus VivoBook Flip 14 is a capable 2-in-1 that's an excellent multitasker and is perfect for both school and workplace productivity tasks. The VivoBook Flip 14 features an updated chassis design and AMD's Ryzen CPUs over last year's Intel processors. The result is a stylish and powerful 2-in-1 that is very hard to beat for the price. And to give you a better overall tablet experience, Asus includes their Active Pen stylus in the box. It's powered by a single AAA battery, features 2 programmable buttons, and attaches to the chassis magnetically when not in use. The 14-inch FHD IPS touchscreen display looks sharp, gets plenty bright, and gets the job done well. The bezels are pretty slim, particularly on the sides, which is key in increasing the overall usable area of the screen. The keyboard offers a decent typing experience, but the keys lack the satisfying feedback found on the Asus ZenBook 13 or ROG Zephyrus G14, but that has to be expected at the VivoBook Flip 14's lower price point. This laptop runs on an AMD Ryzen 5 processor backed with AMD Radeon integrated graphics. Asus rounds out the spec with 20 GB of RAM and a 512GB SSD. Like the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14, there are several configuration options available with different RAM and SSD options. For ports, the VivoBook Flip 14 offers a USB 2.0 port, a USB 3.0 Type-A port, a USB Type-C port, a full-size HDMI output, a headphone mic combo jack, and a micro SD card slot. Battery life is at around 10 hours and will easily get you through a full day with power to spare. If you're looking for Asus's best 2-in-1, the Asus VivoBook Flip 14 is a great choice. You'll get good performance at a budget price point, along with the flexibility of a 2-in-1 and Asus's Active Pen that will make your interaction a lot more natural. Last but not least, the Asus Chromebook Flip C436, our pick for best Asus Chromebook. With an elegant, portable design and fast performance, Asus's Chromebook Flip C436 is a strong option for anyone in the market for a 2-in-1 and is the best Chromebook Asus has to offer. The Chromebook Flip C436 is a great-looking laptop with a magnesium alloy chassis that projects a simple, clean appearance. It's also a 2-in-1 laptop, which means you can transform it into a tablet or set it in tent mode for easier viewing. The hinges are sturdy, and flipping the screen around is pretty easy to do. The 14-inch touchscreen offers full HD resolution, and the narrow display bezels give you more usable screen area, just like we saw with the Asus VivoBook Flip 14. The keyboard has a pretty striking look and offers satisfying feedback. The keys are well-sized for medium and large hands, and there's an audible click at the end of every press, and a springiness that brings you back to the surface. There's an extra-wide glass touchpad that's smooth to the touch, and has no problems when using Chrome OS gestures. While the Chromebook Flip C436 doesn't ship with a stylus like the Asus VivoBook Flip 14, you can purchase one separately. This laptop runs on Chrome OS and is powered by an Intel i3 processor backed with 8 GB of RAM and a 128GB SSD. But like the VivoBook Flip 14 and the ROG Zephyrus G14, you can modify the hardware configuration when you buy with an i5 or i7 processor, up to 16 gigabytes of RAM, and either a 256 or 512 gigabyte SSD, and the all-day battery life will keep you going for over 8 hours. If you prefer to go with a Chromebook, go with Asus's best. The Asus Chromebook Flip C436 gives you plenty of configuration options, the flexibility of a 2-in-1, and great battery life, all at a fantastic price point. If you guys like this video or this video helped you, please give the video a like. Links to all the products mentioned are in the description below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date on the latest and greatest in tech. Till next time, I'll see you guys later.